Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow Earth travelers. Oblique's here, and today I want to talk to you about the deep blue DayNight Guardian. How y'all doing today? So, you guys may remember, not too long ago on the channel, we did a review on this guy, the Luminox Evo Navy SEAL Color Mark. Golly, what a horrible name. And the Armor Light Caliber. Two very cool watches that I love. They're both polycarbonate. They're both tritium. They have T25 tritium in them. And these two are quartz. Both have date complications. Very, very similar watches. And we should do a comparison, heads-up comparison down the road. But let's look at this deep blue DayNight Guardian. So it comes in this box here, and when we peel deeper inside, you see I've got too many boxes. I've had to start marking what the heck they are so I remember. Inside you get this like sunglasses type case we've seen before with other manufacturers, and I really do like it. It's a great presentation. So you get the deep blue Precision Diver logo, nice blue zipper, and this is common with most deep blues. So we open this bad boy up, and bango! Look a little bit familiar, maybe? Just a tad familiar? Yeah. Deep blue's variant of the same thing. So let's pull this guy out. Now, this is not the strap this guy came on. This is. We'll talk about that. But first, let's take a look at what else is in the case. Foam padding, of course. It did come in a plastic bag with tag and plastic cover. No biggies there. Come over to the other side, and here's where some goodies are. So you've got a microfiber cleaning cloth, more foam padding, which is nice to protect the face, some stickerage, a deep blue Precision Diver with their website, and remove before diving key tag. So that's kind of cool. Little something different. And your warranty card, registration, blah blah, instructions, yada yada. So let's set all this garbo off to the side over here and take a deeper look at the deep blue DayNight Guardian. Now, like I said, it did come on this silicone strap right here, and it's nice silicone. It's nice, flexible, and soft. It does pick up hair, as all silicone does, you know, hair and lint and garbo, but it washes off real easy. It's very comfortable, but it's summer in Texas and about, I don't know, 82,000 degrees outside. Sweat is an issue. So silicone not the most enjoyable thing to wear. I do prefer a nylon strap. So I bought this with the watch. It's actually a deep blue strap. You can actually buy this watch on this strap, but I did want the silicone in case I do ever go swimming or whatever with it. I can pop the silicone on, and it's going to do a little better. Though the nylon will do just fine. Now, this is actually, the strap actually came from their Air Blue division. Air Blue is just a part and parcel to Deep Blue. Deep Blue's the sea watches, the underwater watches, and Air Blue's the aviator watches. So it does have a unidirectional rotating crown, as we've seen with just about all divers. It's a heavy click. I mean, heavy click. You're not going to bump that. There's little to no play in it whatsoever. Now, it does also come in a white, with white lettering around the crown. I opted for the gray. You can get gray or white. It does have a little, hear that? Like the bezel sits just off of the case right here, and if you bang on it, you can feel it flexing down into the case there a little bit. Now, unlike these other two, this guy is an automatic using the Seiko NH35 movement. We've seen that before. It's excellent movement. The other two were quartz. This guy is automatic. So you do have to be, moving to keep him charged up. It is not a screw-in crown. As we saw with the others, it's exactly, pretty much, with the exception of this guy being automatic and them being quartz, other than that, they're about the same. It does have a winding function, so I can sit here and wind it in the all the way inserted position. Then, of course, the second position is your date complication at the, where the heck did they hide it? Down there at the 430. I don't know why I was thinking it was at the 3. Brain's fried. I'm a little bit under the weather. Y'all hopefully will bear with my probably awkward sounding voice right now. So pull the crown all the way out, and of course you get the movement on the hands, which is pretty standard for the Seiko NH35. Relatively smooth, not bad. And then it is hackable. You notice the second hand did stop when I pulled it out. So the second hand will stop moving, so it's hackable. You can set it to the atomic clock if you so choose. It's got a nice smooth movement. Now, it is T25 tritium all the way around. So each hour marker has a single yellow T25 tritium tube, with the exception of the 12 o'clock, which has 2 blues. Then the hour, minute, and second hands all also have blues. And then up here on the bezel, it has a yellow as well up here at the 00 marker. So I will tell you that switching this silicon out, when I first started to switch it out, and I removed the spring bars, it was super easy to take the spring bars off. I was like, oh man, this is going to be a dream. This is the best one ever. I've never switched out one that was this easy. Well, that all changed when I went to go put this nylon strap on. Now keep in mind, this is a deep blue nylon strap. You can buy this watch with this strap if you so choose. So it should fit very easily, but it doesn't. Inside, between the lugs, there's a circular cutout like this that routes the band in an awkward angle. Now this is a stiff nylon, and it does not want to flex at the degree and angle. I mean, it's got to really flex to get in there, and it does not want to do that. A stiff new band does not want to make that flex around those curves. And it is, pushing pretty hard on these spring bars. I'm not sure how that's going to hold up. We'll have to see, especially since they're only seated into polycarbonate here on the lugs, here and here. We'll see how that goes down the road, if it holds up. If it doesn't, I'll come back and let you guys know. If it does, if you don't hear me again about this watch, you'll know it held up. It is pretty darn lightweight with the nylon strap on it for sure. Let's go ahead and pop our scale out and wait for that guy to tear, which is being complicated. There we go. My son was using it the other day. So only 2.6 ounces. It is a featherweight. Anything under 3 we're going to call a featherweight. So it is very, very light. Quick comparison with our other compatriots. And we've already did these in their own videos, but let's just do a quick comparison. So the deep blue was 2.6. The Armor Light is 2.3. Now I will tell you, the deep blue feels lighter, but it's not. The Luminox, 1.3. This sucker is, or 1.4 if I take the buckle off the ground. This sucker is a serious featherweight. Unbelievably light with its nylon strap. Now, all 3 of these guys are now sporting nylon straps. So, between the polycarbonate and the nylon straps makes them all super light. And we've got this nice, green, orange, or white selection to choose from when I get up in the morning. Now let's get the calipers on it. Calipers, man, my mouth is not working. So we're looking at this guy, and he is about a 47. And then across the crown, we're looking at a 53, and lug to lug, you're looking at a 52. Now, it is a replaceable strap, and this is actually going to be a little tough to measure because of the angle that this strap comes out at. Looking at a 23. So it is 200 meters water resistant. So you can use this guy, of course, around the pool as an actual dive watch if you so choose. You don't have to worry about being out in the rain or anything else. So what would I use this guy for? Well, honestly, I tell you what, these three, all three of them have been kind of relegated to, it feels kind of weird to say it, these are my sleeping watches. One of these three ends up on my wrist when I go to bed every single night. Those tritium tubes are fantastic. When you're laying in bed and you're kind of groggy and you get up and you just want to know what time it is, something like this guy that uses superluminova, that fades throughout the night. Tritium is constant illumination all the time, forever. Well, for many, many years, about 12 and a half years. Remember that tritium is a radioactive element and is subject, therefore, to half-life decay. About 12 and a half years for tritium. So in 12 and a half years, it'll be half as bright as it was when it started. And then, fade over time. But, unlike superluminova, that is super bright when it gets charged, but then fades immediately. These are going to take 12 years to fade. So, fantastic for anything outdoors, anything at night. Camping, swimming, fishing, kayaking, canoeing, running, because they're so lightweight. Running, jogging, cross country, any kind of trekking, mountain biking, any of that stuff. These guys are going to be fantastic for that. Polycarbonate is super strong and durable, super duper lightweight. That Seiko NH35 is bulletproof. As long as you're moving, it's going to keep telling time and has a good power reserve on it. Usually by the time I take it off in the morning, put something else on for the day, when I come home and put it back on in the evening, it's usually still running. Depending on how early I go to bed. If I go to bed a little bit later, it might have died. So it's in the ballpark of a day. But very happy with this purchase. Now let's take a look at it on wrist. Quick wrist check. I am wearing today the Vostok Europe Maria, and it is spelled in a very weird way. But it is the Vostok Europe Maria. You have seen a Vostok Europe Maria on this channel before. It was in white, and it was the automatic. This is a quartz based, and it's an anti-didge. So it's one of the only anti-didges Vostok Europe makes. So we'll pop this guy off, give you a quick look there. Very nice piece. Review coming down the road. And let's pop this guy on. Now this nylon band is still pretty tight. It's taken a while to loosen up. The one on the Armalite is, super flimsy. Look at that. Very, very comfortable. Same with the, the Luminox. It's very flexible, though not as flexible as the Armalite. Now this thing is still super rigid, but I do think it'll wear in with time. Mostly I've been wearing it on the silicone strap. I just recently flipped it over to the nylon. I wanted to get some good photos. There'll be some photos of it on the silicone strap at the end of the this video here. In the photo montage and at the end. That's your way. It's a good wrist filler. It's a bigger watch, so it does cover my 7 wrist. pretty much all the way end to end. Now let's put it on my way and actually strap it down. Now I will say, because this strap is a little bit newer, it's actually a little bit hard to get cinched in. But again, I think that will wear in with time. The more I wear it, the more that's going to loosen up and get in the hole. There we go. Now, this is a Zulu style strap as opposed to a NATO style. This also is a Zulu style strap on our armor light. And then this is just spring bar attached on the Luminox. But there you go, on my wrist. That little white accent down there is really nice. I hope it stays clean. We'll see that down the road. But if not, it can be washed relatively easy. Some dish soap and a toothbrush will get that clean right away. Definitely good looking piece. Definitely very, very tough. So let's talk price on this Deep Blue DayNight Guardian. On Deep Blue's website, it is selling for $499. Oi! Redunculous. Never pay retail. You're finding it generally out in the wild for about $283. Still a little pricey. You can catch these on sale when Deep Blue, on holiday weekends, Deep Blue generally runs a pretty good sale, about 40% off. And I got this thing for $113.20. So very, very reasonable for an automatic T25 tritium polycarbonate watch. And I got the second strap, so definitely a good deal. Keep your eyeballs out on holiday weekends on Deep Blue's site, and you'll generally find a pretty good deal. So this has been the Deep Blue DayNight Guardian. Kind of an oddball name for a fantastic tritium-based watch. Automatic at that. So that's all I got on this guy today. Sure do appreciate you guys stopping and hanging out with me a little bit. And until next time, you guys get out there and make some noise. See ya.